Alright guys, welcome back to another video. I feel like it's been a little bit. Today I'm going to do a fall decorate with me, and I'm decorating my family room. So I will take you along and just show you what I use for my fall decor down in this space. So I do have all that I'm going to need for this video. And so just come along with me to see where I kind of just placed everything. So this tray is this is a thrifted item. It's pretty heavy, but I put this out for the fall mainly because it has the leaf prints on there. That just reminds me of fall, so I usually have it out here. I did do a little decorating down here in terms of moving around furniture. I had this piece down here last fall, and then for the summer I moved it around, or for the winter actually I moved it around, and now it's back in this space. So I'm gonna set this tray up here. Then I have this, so I just have some pine cones and some little things, and this is actually a globe for my lighting in my hallway that I took down some time ago, and I'm just using it as a vase. So I have these, and honestly I think this is a combination of Walmart and maybe thrifted items in here. So I'm gonna stick this in here, and I'm gonna set this like this. And then I'm going to add a few candles. So I have an orange candle, a green candle, and like a tan color candle, and I'm going to use the other tan color. And I'm just going to set it out here. So this is it for this space here. I don't think I'm going to add anything new. I did have this candle stand out here, and I'm gonna leave it out there, and I think that's it for this corner here. I did recently pick up these 3 bins from Amazon, and then I have this woven basket, and it just stores like games and knickknacks, so that space doesn't seem cluttered. So it's already fallish, so I'm not going to do anything much to this. And when I say fallish, it's got the basket and then these neutral colors down here. So actually it works for that space. And to tell you the truth, I'm probably going to keep this neutral, the baskets and stuff there throughout the season, just because if you watch my other video, you'll see that I do like to use a lot of neutral colors and items to decorate my space. So then we're going to come to this wall, and I am going to switch out this. Although this is brown and it does have a fall theme, but I'm going to put a lighter color just to lighten up the space a bit. So I'm going to swap it out with this one, and this was a Ross buy some years ago. So I'm going to sit that right in the same space that the other one was, and I'm going to straighten it up, and then I'm going to swap out some family photos for some that kind of have that orangey fall tint. So for example, I'm going to swap out this one. These are pictures of my teenagers when they were toddlers and preschoolers. So, and then I'm gonna swap this one out. So interesting fact, so my daughter was probably about a year plus, maybe a year plus, not exactly 2 yet, when she took this picture, and she was holding a violin. And then years later, and she's also my camera person, so I'm talking about her and she's cheesing. But years later in middle school, she ended up playing the violin in orchestra. So pretty interesting. I do have one more. So I'm going to swap out this other one here. Oops. Okay. So that gives a little, I think, more of a fall vibe to me. So that's it for this space. Let me straighten this up. All right. So if we come over to this wall, so this was a recent DIY project that I did, and I will link the caption down below this video so you can see, but I just took a piece of plywood that I had, painted it black with chalk paint, and then added this trim here that I picked up from the restore, and then I had my daughter write "We Welcome Fall" on here because her handwriting is a little bit better than mine. So and then I have this wreath that I DIY'd using faux sunflowers that I picked up at Walmart, and the bunch was, it had like 6 flowers in the bunch for $3. So that's it for this space in terms of fall decoration, and throughout the fall we may have like different messages on this board, but that's it for today on this side. So what else? In this corner I did have I swapped this out. This is 2 metal pieces that I had picked up from the thrift store during the summertime, and I just thought it would go well over here. I've got my fish tank, and this reminds me of bubbles for some reason, and so again with the kind of bronzish color, I thought it went well in this space. So I did that before. And then also the curtains. So these are my fall curtains. I had these curtains going on maybe 5 years now that I picked up from Walmart, and they are the energy efficient like block out curtains. And so with these curtains I generally don't have to do a lot in this space because I feel like this curtain alone brings in the fall. So that's it for there. For the couch, so I had this curtain, this throw pillow that I had sewed covers for some time back. This one though I usually put out in the fall, and this is just I think I picked up this rug from Ross some time ago, and I just like the texture on it. And then I had some brown corduroy that I just sewed a cover for, and I usually put this out for the fall because some of the colors remind me of fall. And then over on this table, so my coffee table, I have this that I sometimes leave out during the winter, but this reminds me of fall. This was a thrifted item, and it's just a metal maple leaves, and it's 3 of them sitting inside of each other. So I usually have this out here. This runner was a Walmart find probably about 9 years ago, and I have it in this space throughout the year, just because it adds a nice kind of natural rustic look to this space. And this rug I had featured in a previous video. This was a rug that I hand crocheted some time ago to look similar to a rug that I saw at World's Market. And so this rug again stays in this space throughout the year or the seasons. So I have this candlestick here, and that's the other one too, the one that's sitting up on that console underneath the TV. And then I have my Bible family Bible out here. And again, this is another space that we do a lot of like family devotions and things like that. So this sits out here, and it's on this Rooster book holder that was thrifted some years ago. So that sits out here. I do have my little journal notebook that I'm going to remove from this space for now. And then I just have some Dollar Tree coasters that sits out here when we are like, we have a drink or something like that, of water or whatever it is, and we use these coasters. So then I have this metal container. This was also thrifted for like I think $3 or so recently. And then I have I'm gonna put another one of the sunflower in there, just a stem, so it had the leaves on it, and I just broke it out from each other. Like I said before, it had 6 of them in the bunch, and I'm just gonna have this sit in this jar right here. And then in this jar I do have 2 poems. So these are 2 poems, one for my son, one for my daughter. And this, I wrote this poem for them. For my daughter, I was still pregnant with her. It's called His Promise. And then for my son, it was right after he was born. So I have that just sitting in here because this is a family space. So ever so often we can just pick it up, and it reminds me of what it means to be a mom, right? And so anyway, let's move on from that. Then this basket here was another thrifted item that I have here. And then I'm going to have my pumpkins and my squash and some fall produce in here. And these, I think I picked up throughout the years, like fall clearance from various places like Michael's and Walmart and Target possibly, as well as probably the dollar store. I'm just gonna have it sitting here. I like this basket filled up with these because it reminds me of harvest, and the fall is also harvest season. Oops, and they are falling down. Okay, come on. Okay. And then I have this other green candle that I'm gonna put up there as well. Oh, one more of these. Hopefully it'll stay. I might need to take some of them down. How about this? Let me take away these 2. So that's it for this space. And then we'll move over to this corner right here. I do have these blankets. So this one I think was an Amazon buy some years ago, and then this one was a gift last winter. So I have these 2 throws that I'm gonna just sit out here in this box. And then this was another thrifted find that I just wrapped a piece of burlap around it. So I'm gonna have it sit in this corner. And then I have this bundle of just dried stems that I'm gonna sit in here. It's gonna sit in that corner. And then I have this. So this was a jog. This came from a wreath, made it into a bunch, and I have it in this orange jar. I'm gonna have it sit here. And then this and everything give thanks. So this is a scriptural verse, and I'm just gonna have it sitting up here for now. What else? I think this last piece is just this throw pillow that I've had for years. I don't even remember where I picked it up. Probably from Ross, most likely. And it's an orangey, fallish color. So I'm going to have it sitting here. And guys, that is it for my fall decor. As you can see, I use a lot of just thrifty items. And I also use a lot of classic items, right? Items that you see all the time probably for the fall, right? And they're representative of the fall. So harvest, the sunflower, what else? That pop of orange, and then a lot of the woven like pieces or elements. So that's what I do in this space. I don't really go all out. I don't think I bought anything new except for maybe the bunch of sunflowers and the storage baskets that I got from Amazon recently. I love fall. It's one of my favorite seasons, and so just because of the mild temperature. So guys, I hope this video was inspiring to someone that you really don't need a lot of cash to add some seasonal elements to your space. One of the things that I would say is shop off season. So at the end of fall this year, go around to the different stores and scope out their clearance sale. That's what I usually do, and they'll be back. The same kind of fall decors and themes and stuff will come back next year. And then you can use it in your space, and you're paying a quarter of the price. So guys, thanks for watching this video, and I hope I inspired you to get decorating for the fall, and I'll see you on the next video. Bye.